So in this video I'm going to try and explain how the synchroniser does its job. And by that I mean, how does it actually select the gear without it crunching. So what I need you to understand first is that this shaft is continually rotating with the wheels. Its output at this end connects to the diff, and the diff connects straight to the wheels. Now both synchronisers are actually engaged on this shaft. So this is the one for 1 and 2, and this one sits on here, like so. Now it is free to move a very small amount, not much, but it only needs to move a very small amount. The other synchroniser obviously fits on there. Again, that is free to move a very small amount, as I'm showing you here. So the job of the synchroniser, as its name suggests, is to synchronise the gear that you want to engage to the same revolution as this shaft. So I'm just going to build up the gearbox so you can get a flavour of what that means. And then the last bit, you'd have to put the top hat on here, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to do that yet. So I'm just going to push this on so you can see. So with the gearbox built up like that, I'm going to have to hold it. This section will also line up there. So the input's coming in here and it's driving this section here. Now these continually mesh with those 3 gears. So when the engine is turning and the clutch is engaged, this will be turning that, and all of these will be spinning. At the same time, if the car is moving, the output shaft will also be spinning. They'll all be going at different speeds. So the idea of the synchroniser is to synchronise the gear you want to select to the same speed as the output shaft. And it's very clever in how it does that. So what you need to understand now is, for it to work, the bulk ring needs to be pushed up against that cone. When that bulk ring is pushed up against that, it acts like a clutch and then spins that up to the same speed as the synchroniser. It does that before it engages the actual gear. And the way it does that is all down to the synchroniser. The selector mechanism pushes this, and because it's allowed slight movement on this area here, the splines, the first thing it will do is will push that synchroniser onto the gear. That gear will then spin up to the speed. The next thing it does, because it can't move anymore, is it will then separate the inner from outer, like so. And these inside teeth will mesh with those teeth to actually engage the gear. So there you go. Now that is engaged this gear, which is number 2. And obviously there'll be another gear here. So this is now disengaged. So that is in neutral. And if I wanted to engage number 1, it's the same mechanism. It goes this way though. Now on the inside of this synchroniser, you'll see 3 dents where those ball bearings and springs push into. The main one is deeper, and that is neutral. And then you've got one at either end for the selected gear. And that is its job. So hopefully you can understand that. The first part of this is to push the bulk ring onto the gear, which acts as a clutch to accelerate the gear to the same speed as the shaft. Then the next part is it pushes these teeth to engage with those teeth to actually engage the gear. So hopefully I've made that clear enough. It's actually quite a hard thing to explain. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for some more videos.